Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 everybody. Come on in. I see a lot of y'all coming in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here for another Transparent Talks. Why do they have to be sending me messages? Hi, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. I truly, truly appreciate you. I truly appreciate you all. Why do I lose stuff? All right, hold on. I messed up and I don't know what I had, but I want to thank everyone for being here. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Can you all hear me? Because I can't hear me. Let me, all right. Can y'all tell me if you can hear me? It's just real loud for me. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thanks, Just Jay. So I want to salute everybody. I thank you for being here so much. I honestly, Just Jay, I saw you come in. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. And like she said, please respect the hostess by liking on your way in. Thank you so much, Just Jay. That's the algorithm. The algorithm brings her in. Alice, the blessed child of God. Good evening, Joe, SBK mods and chat. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Thank you so much for being here. Eric Lapointe, Mr. Lapointe, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Jamal Williams, thank you so much for being here. Hello, Thrive. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much. Miss Wanda, thank you so much for being here. Hello, everyone. I hope you all had a great day. Thank you so much. It's my first time here. Thank you, Jamal. You're welcome so much, honestly. Gorilla, thank you for being here. My new song cover video has been released. Please support us a lot. Thank you. I'll go check it out. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hey, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. Janice, thank you. Hey, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. I said what I said. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Miss Vaughn, thank you for being here, dear. I appreciate it. Joe, she's yelling. I really appreciate it. You look so pretty, Joe. Oh, thank you, girl. Thanks. I got a haircut today. Y'all like it just needed it needed some trim. It was like, you know what I mean? You just need some healthiness. That's what I needed. So I just got I got a little bit of self-care done today. Yeah. Thanks, Just Jay. Support the host. Bless the cash app. I couldn't read. I was like, girl, thank you. Yes, I like the curls. Yeah, 'cause I don't curl my hair, but they styled it. So today it's curled. Perfect, right? I should go every time I go on live. Because I don't do nothing to my hair, y'all. Thank you. Vaughn, thank you. I appreciate you. My son told me it was pretty when I picked him up. He was nice. My son's like that. He really does. He pays attention. He's going to be one of those attentive men. He is. He really does. He's the one that would tell me, "Mom, you look pretty today." He does. He does. He makes me feel so good. He does. But anyway, thank you all for being here. I want you to, before I start, y'all saw my title. or my live title was Thankful on Purpose. Okay. That's what I'm talking about tonight, being thankful on purpose. I do want to go ahead and open up with my open up my verse that I want to open up with. It's called my anchor thought and scripture. Okay. And so tonight's anchor, which is being thankful on purpose, I chose First Thessalonians 5:18. Okay. And that says, in everything give thanks, for this is his will, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. Notice it doesn't say for some circumstances or only in the good ones. It says in everything. This is his will. Gratitude is not about everything being right. It's about choosing to be thankful anyway, even if it's not right. You know, I hope that makes sense. But thankfulness is not a condition of life being perfect. It's a discipline that shapes our perspectives. And I'm saying all that for a reason, but just stay with me. I'm going to explain. Okay. But that's why I chose this verse. First Thessalonians 5:18, King James Version. In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. Okay. Um, that's what I wanted to open up with. All right. Um, did I miss anything? Okay. Everything. Yes, everything. And there's a reason, believe me, why why I chose that. But before we get started, I want to ask you to do something for me, guys. Everyone that's here so far, if you're listening in the bushes, thank you also for being here. If you're here for the first time, I want to welcome you to Thrive and Glow with Joe. Okay. This is a safe space where we grow together. That's what my vision is. I want to grow together. Uh, Everything that I share from my heart, from my experiences. This is not up for debate for anyone. So I'm so thankful that God positions things a certain way because I'm not here to debate anybody on the things that I share. What I share is from experience. It's from it's mostly for me to help me, to strengthen me in everything that I currently go through, have gone through, and I want to share because I really want it to help someone else while it's helping while it's helping me too, honestly. If you know, you know that a lot of the things that I share, I literally go through as I'm speaking or as I'm, in that week. Um, I pray for guidance to share the things that I need to share for someone. And it always somehow ends up being something that I'm literally going through. I'm led to share. And I was literally just so moved before we started, because it's real. It's real time for me, you know. So I do want to mention, please keep the chat respectful. Please do that for me. Keep the chat respectful, positive, and uplifting. I have a lot of different variety of family, of supporters and followers and community that I network with. And it's a lot of different places, a lot of from different aspects of life, walks of life. I have a big support system because I want to shine my light, that lighthouse you see in the corner of the screen. I want to share my lighthouse across the world, not just in one little sector, not just in one little area. I intend to shine and share my light across the world. So Please keep the chat respectful, positive, and uplifting. If you don't, just you don't have to say anything, right? If you don't feel it. But I hope that when you more uplifted. Okay. Replay family, I see you too. Thank you so much for the comments that you leave in my lives. I truly, truly appreciate it. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the shares. I truly appreciate. I see it. I try to respond. If I don't respond, I will get to it. I promise. I really try to go and see everybody and thank you personally. And it's not just it's something that I want to share for you because I truly do appreciate the replays, everything. I thank you for showing up. I thank you for being here. I thank you for everything. And don't forget, hit that like button, share this live, subscribe if you haven't already, and that way you don't miss any future transparent talks. Okay. So I wanted to say that. Um, I do want to thank you, thank you, thank you. I just can't say it enough. Okay. I can't say it enough. I thank you all. Thank you, Scorp, for being here. I see you came in. Thank you so much, Sis. Disrupt and Discuss podcast. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. If I've missed anybody, I apologize. I just had some housekeeping I wanted to mention. I just want to keep everything positive and and I just had to Nesto, thank Shackles, Shuffle, Walk of Shame. Thank you. Good evening, Thriving Glow with Joe and chat. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Thank you so much. And thank you for everyone greeting everyone. I truly appreciate it. So, before I wanted to mention, I did mention, and I said I was going to say something, but I wanted to go through the little housekeeping first. I want you all to do me a favor. If you've already come in, more of you have come in. If you're still here, before I get started, I want you to drop one thing in the chat. Write one thing in the chat that you're thankful for today. Today, okay? If you can think of anything, it doesn't have to be a big thing. Sometimes the small things matter most. So if I see sometimes it's hard to be grateful because if we're going through some big things, those little things are hard to look at or to hone in on. But even the smallest thank yous matter. So because thankfulness is something that is really good and it makes you feel really good, do me a favor and just drop something in the chat that you're thankful for today. If you do that for me. And I wanted to ask you all to do that before I went ahead and moved on. Lillapalooza, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I truly do. Thank you so much. Thank you. I see you. Thank you. Anything you're thankful for. So I'm going to just wait a few. Blaze McCroy. I don't know how to say that McCroy. I'm not sure. Peace and continued blessings, Joe, and everyone in the house. Thankful on purpose. That is a dope title. Holds a lot of weight. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, Blaze. I truly appreciate it. But if you didn't hear me, I just wanted you guys to just type in one thing in the chat that you are thankful for today. It could be small. It could be the littlest thing. I am thankful for another day of breath. I'll give you an example. I am thankful for another day of breath, honestly. If you can just do that for me. I'm waiting for my bestie to go ahead and drop something he's thankful for in the chat. I'm thankful, Lillapalooza. Okay. I'm thankful for the world around me. Without it, I wouldn't be me. Thank you. Yes, I agree. Thank you so much. All right, Scorp, please keep it respectful. I don't know what you meant by that, but I truly appreciate it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Scorp says, I'm thankful y'all still put up with Scorp. Girl, you are wonderful. Nobody has to put up with Scorp. You good. Nesto says, if I miss anybody, I'm trying to catch up. Nesto says, I'm thankful for my lessons. That's awesome. And the lessons aren't always easy, right? But still, we got to be thankful for them. I think the lessons make us stronger, you know? So I agree. I understand that. Alice says, I'm thankful that God continues to keep his hands on me. Yes, ma'am. Bonds, I'm grateful for Miss Alice, and I said what I said. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. That's awesome. Is this what you're thankful for? I said what I said. Feeling good and being sick is what you're thankful for? I'm not sure, but I'm glad you are feeling better. I truly am. Did I miss anything? I beat anybody that messes with you, Joe. Bond, you don't have to beat nobody. Truly. I may come across as sweet, but I think my bestie will tell y'all something different. Not being sick. Scorp says, what's cracking? No, what's cackin' lacking? I've heard what's crackin' lacking. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss any. Whether times are good or bad, happy or sad, give thanks. Baby, yes, ma'am. Speak that. I'm not speaking to you, younger elder one. Hi, Jesus. I don't know what's going on. I'm not speaking to you at all, or what she said, she's not speaking about you. All right. I went all the way back up to see if I missed any. Sorry. Yes, ma'am. Whether times are good or bad, happy or sad. That's a song. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody's thankfulness. Now I'm headed back down. Lisa, you can give me something if you're still out there. Calling her out. Hold on. I'm thankful. Okay, there's Scorps. I read hers. I read Nesto's. And I know why they're saying this. I was in the chat. Hey, nephew Blaze. Aw. Oh, wait. Blaze says, thankful for another 24. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, wait. I think I messed up. I'm not good with this thing. Hold on. Okay. Let me go. Okay, Lila. Okay, yes, I read this one. Okay, and then I started going up from there. Okay. Vaughn, why are you upset with folks? I'm thankful for life. Janice says, I'm thankful for life. Yes, ma'am, I agree. I want to see who Vaughn will beat. Scorp says, I'm thankful Alice loves me. Yes, yes. We all need somebody to love us. Joe was fitting to get Scorp. Ah, Janice, anybody that messes with her. Nobody messes with me. I remember Bestie used to tell me, who's saying anything to you? Nobody says anything to you. Alice, do not get me in trouble. Alice says, Vaughn, I still love you. Look at that, Vaughn. See? Blaze, let me find out. Find out what, Vaughn. I am also thankful you went live with this message. Really? Everything is not an issue. That is correct. I'm thankful for the gift of laughter. Woo! Yes, ma'am. Because a day without laughter is a day wasted. I love Miss Alice. All right, I didn't see my bestie write anything in there. I know he's shaking his head, y'all, because he's, I want him to pull it out of him. Just anything, bestie. There's a reason why I'm asking you to say something. He's annoyed with me, y'all, because I'm making him say something. But anyway, okay. Thank you so much for those who shared or who are going to share. I truly appreciate it. I really do. Um, and the reason I wanted to mention all of that, okay, is because, as I mentioned, regardless of what goes on or what's going on, there's always, I'm just thankful. He's just thankful. He says, hey, y'all. Vaughn says, I'm working on being more grateful. Your message is confirmation that I need to keep going. Yeah, sometimes it's a little hard. Oh, I hadn't mentioned he's my executive producer, y'all. He is, handling the background. I know, I'm sorry. I hadn't mentioned. That's why I mentioned that I wanted him to say something. Sometimes older people take longer, but be patient with my peer, Joe. He literally just got home from work. He was literally just jumping on. That's why he's a little bit overwhelmed, because he was just getting off of work. And so that's why I wanted to kind of pull something for him to be grateful for out of him, because he's just a little bit, you know. But Scorp says, Alice, if I laugh like you, I would not have to put up these. Scorp says SBK. Alice, she's laughing. Um, okay, so the reason I wanted to do this because, and I'm literally, um, I want to be transparent. Okay. So there's a lot of different reasons why we could just look at a lot of heaviness that goes on, right? Um, a lot of heaviness that goes on. And it amazes me sometimes, y'all. It amazes me. I stand amazed because y'all remember I'm a single mom, okay? Um, I am a single mom. My son just started his first job, paying job. He's done, community work a lot. He does volunteer a lot. But his first real paying job, he started last week. And he's a senior in high school, okay? And I don't know if anyone knows, but it is just me, okay? I know I've mentioned it before. Eve, thank you so much for being here, Eva Kika. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Eve. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. Um, but so I am a single mom. I've mentioned it before. I've never, um, I'm a sole provider for my son. Okay. I'm not going to go into details on that because but I am a sole provider for my son and always have been. So I want to mention that. If y'all have any questions about that, you can ask me on another, but I'm thankful. I'm thankful because no matter what, I can make it through. Okay. And it's not easy, right? But when things, wrenches come and get thrown in on all of that, there's so many reasons why I could just like sulk or get down or whatever. But I'm going to give you a little synopsis of this week or these past 2 weeks. Okay. Um, Y'all know I mentioned in one of my lives, if you didn't catch it, I believe it was my third Transparent Talks live. And if feel free to get the replay. But I recently had surgery. I mentioned on I gave you details, all the details on Transparent episode 3. Okay. And I recently had surgery. Well, I had a little bit of a wrench thrown into that surgery. And I mentioned a little bit last week. I am no longer able to work out. So right now I'm rehealing from that surgery. Okay. That's recently happened in the last couple of weeks. Okay. Not to mention, I was in a car accident this week. Um, my son was sick on Monday, couldn't go to school. And on Tuesday, on our way to school and work, because I have to work in the office, I had a car that literally hit us on the left side. Okay. So you can tell that could have been like the biggest. That's why you see a car in the background. I don't know if you noticed it. That's what this car represents. Okay. And this over here on the left side, that's me from Big Joe, still healing. Okay. So there's always a reason what I do on my little thumbnails. It all speaks, to something. So my car is literally in the shop. Okay. But I'm going to tell y'all something. Everything, I want you to listen to me. Okay. I'm fine. Eve, believe me, I am fine. I am, and I'm going to explain. I'm going to explain. So don't feel sorry for me. I'm here letting you know, and I'm here to testify why you should always be thankful no matter what. And I want you to understand my everything that I'm sharing. It's because you just never know why things are happening the way they happen. Okay? But they're happening because God is always, and I want you to hear me, God is always positioning things to work out, even if they're not for right now, they are for somewhere down the line to protect you, to be there for you when you need it most. Okay? And I want you to hear this from me, and I want you to understand it. So if you're going through something right now where you feel, I don't know why it's happening, I don't know why things are happening this way, it's happened so many times in my life. And I could give you testimony after testimony on how things, like, at the time you feel like, why is this happening to me? Why am I, there's been times, why am I being outcast, or you feel that way. You feel that you're being outcast out of the norm, and things are shifting. But please, I know it doesn't feel that way at the time. I've been there, and I have been there. But let me explain why this week could have been very, very grim for me. But because of the things that happened just a couple of months past, because of the way things happened, I was positioned in a position where all I had to do was look at my phone, and I got notified that they they knew I was in an accident, and I got a call from my insurance company telling me, we think you're in an accident. Are you okay?" I'm not joking. When Bestie, when I told Bestie, he's like, "What?" I said, "Yes." They contacted me as soon as I impacted, as soon as I was hit. They contacted me. But let me explain. So a few months back, okay, I was contacted by my homeowner's insurance to tell me that they would not renew my insurance. Okay. They would not renew my insurance because I had done a claim to check my roof, and it had they had put a claim in that I needed to go ahead and get my roof done. They approved it. Okay, this is the previous insurance company that I had. Okay. They approved my roof to be done, but of course if you have homeowners insurance, you still have a two whatever deductible you have. But in my case, I had a 2% deductible. That's 2% of what the house is worth. Okay. So 2% of what the house is worth is my deductible to pay on whatever I get done for the house. So that meant I would have to pay 2% of the roof repairs, and the rest they approved to pay my insurance company. Well, my deductible would have been a heck of a lot more than they were paying, right? And I said, well, now I can't afford that. So the adjuster told me, don't worry about it, let it go. Because I had already paid for the roofer that did the claim and everything. I had already signed that if I get this roof done, I'm going to go with this company. You see what I mean? And I didn't want to go with that roofing company. That was the whole point for me. I said, no, I'm not going to go. They rubbed me the wrong way. I'm not going to get my roof done. I'm not going to give you my business. So this is how it happened. Okay. This was this past summer. And so I said, I'm not going with them, but I had already signed a contract. If I got my roof done, I had to go with them. So the insurance adjuster, he says, don't worry about it. Let the claim cancel, which would have been 6 months later. Let it cancel out and don't worry about it. And you don't have to do your roof. Oh, okay. Well, because it canceled, I got a notice in the summertime. So hold on. The claim was done for my roof in January. By June, it was 6 months and it canceled out, right? After June, I got a notice from the insurance company. Hey, because you didn't get your roof done, and I show that you need to get your roof done, or your roof is not up to par, right? We're not going to renew your homeowner's insurance. This is what I was told. So come my anniversary for my house was September 11th this month, right? So come September 11th, if I did not, because I didn't get that roof done, my insurance at the time said, we're not going to renew your insurance. So I'm in a pickle and I'm like, what do I do? So what I did and I decided to do is go look for new insurance. And this is all me. This is all me. I didn't share this with anybody else. I didn't get advice from anybody else. This is me figuring out what am I going to do, right? Because come, you know, come September 11th, I'm not going to have homeowners insurance, and the same insurance I had for my house, I had for my car. Keep that in mind. Let me see. Janice says, I received it, Joe. So much has happened and life is so precious. It truly is. So, my homeowner's insurance is not going to be renewed come September. After June, I already know this. I've been notified. So, I'm getting nervous. It's July. I got to go look for insurance. It's August. I still don't have new insurance. I went to start searching. I got crazy rates. I'm getting crazy rates on insurance. And all of a sudden, I said, you know what? I'm going to go back to who I used to be with. It's a reputable, very, very high end, reputable company, but they had gone so high that I had to change. Years ago, I had to go away from them. I had gone shopping for new insurance, car insurance, because I needed to pay less, right? So, but when you pay less, you also don't have companies usually that are gonna, and mind you, I had not been in an accident for years. I don't even remember the last time I've ever been in an accident, honestly. Uh, honestly. So, if you're not used to being in accidents or worried about anything like that, hey, go with whomever, whatever's cheapest, right? But we know if you want to be covered and covered well, you've got to be with a good company, okay? And um, I have an ex, I have a veteran uh, checking account with a company that is for veterans and things like that. Okay, and so that was the same company that I used to have car insurance with. But I went ahead and I still have a savings account. I still have a checking account with them. I have a credit card with them. So I said, let me go check and see how much their rates are now, because it's been years, right, that I had changed away from them because they were so high. Alice says, too often we see things happening to us instead of happening for us. Yes. And that is, it's normal. It's natural, right? Because you just see things coming and you don't see why. You don't stop and understand why is this happen, because you don't know. That's faith. We have to walk in faith, which is walk by not knowing what's going to happen, right? I hadn't been in an accident. I can't remember when's the last time I was in any kind of accident, much less not my fault, right? But you just never know. So come August, I'm in August, and I said, let me go ahead and go check to see if their rates have gone down, maybe, right? Remember, I left them because they were so high in my car. So I went back to them. I called them up and I said, "Hey, I've been with this bank, this company for 11 years with my checking account. Okay. Every time you call, they said, thank you for your 11-year business. They tell you how long you've been there. So I've been there 11 years. That means I've been there as long as I've been divorced. That's how long I've been divorced. That's how long I've had that. Okay. So, and this is literally coming to me as I'm speaking. That's what that told me. I've been there since I've been single. Keep that in mind, because that just came to my mind. It's like, hey, that's how long you've been single. So anyway, so I called to see how much it would cost me to have homeowners insurance, have car insurance. I didn't let them know, hey, I'm in a little pickle. Just tell me how much, right? But I went to check rates. Here's how it went for me, y'all. I didn't know anything about car at the time. I'm looking for my house, right? Well, for the house at the time, it went really good for me. My house payment went down because my insurance went down. That meant the escrow went down, or how much they take to pay your insurance, right? My house payment went down by $100 because the insurance was less. Yes. I got money back because they had already paid the other insurance company. And now that they had to pay this insurance company, I got some money back. Okay. It was over $500 that I got back. I got a check deposited in my account. I got some money back from the old insurance company because I cut them before the September 11th date, right? Because it was August. So I got money back two different places. I got money back from the old insurance company. I got money back because my new insurance was less. I had no idea that was going to happen. But this is all of that. Okay. Now I did realize that my car insurance had gone down by about $50 a month. Okay. So my car insurance went down. Okay. Yeah. They're the ones that contacted me when I was on Impact, because I just started with them and they're running diagnostics on my driving to see how much discount I will get because of my driving. Okay. So right now there's an app on my phone that is tracking my driving and tracking stuff, and it's figuring out how much discount can she get depending on how she's driving, which this probably won't give me much of a discount, right? Except it's been deemed it was not my fault. Okay. So anyway, because they're doing that, they're in the process of doing that. They immediately knew that I had an impact or I had an accident. I got a contact. I was contacted by the insurance company. They said, were you in an accident?" "Yes, ma'am." The police is getting here now. I had already called the police. They said, "Okay, call us as soon as you're done." Okay. And I'm like shaking inside just speaking about this. I got off that phone call. I couldn't get out of my car because what happened, I had, if y'all know, there's protected green lights for you to take a turn to the left if you're turning, and there's protected green lights here in Texas. So I was at a protected green light. That meant there's no, but the cars coming eastbound, right? They're supposed to stop, right? They're about that wallet. Thank you for being here. So the cars that were supposed to stop at the red light, they're supposed to stop. And the car, she literally did not see because she's going east towards the sun, and she didn't see because of the sun in her eyes. And so she didn't stop. My car made her stop. I'm in the middle of the intersection. I'm going to take my left. I'm in the middle of my intersection and I see her coming. And I just turned away and I'm blocking because my son is in the passenger seat. And I turn away to look at my son and make sure he's okay. And she impacts. Okay. She hits my door, the driver's side door. Here's what I want to tell you. She hit the car. I couldn't open my door. But at the time, she makes this gesture of like, I thought she was telling me, "What are you doing?" I look back. I've confirmed that I had a green arrow for me to turn. I said, "I have a green arrow." That's what I literally did. And so I had to go ahead and keep going so I could clear the intersection because we blocked the intersection. She had to move away from me because she was kind of jammed on me. She had to pull back. I got out of the intersection. I was able to drive and I went into the closest store that was on the right. She went on through the light and kept going, right? So we thought she left. As soon as I went into the store, my son gets out of the car and to go try to get the license plate. And I couldn't get out of the car. My door was jammed. So I'm stuck in the car. I go ahead and call 911. Tell them I was just hit. I told them everything. So they're on their way. I said, "No, I'm fine. You don't have to send anybody." Here's what I want to tell you. Y'all know I have a weight loss journey. Okay. I'm a lot smaller than 525 pounds, which once upon a time I was. If my son is now practicing to drive right now, y'all. My son was not in the driver's seat. Thank God. Because, and I'm going to share this. I don't want anybody that is still in the weight loss journey. I don't want anybody to be offended. I don't want anyone to, but I'm going to share and I'm transparent right now because these are the things that I'm realizing as I go and I'm sharing with you because I want you to understand that everything happens for a reason. If I was Big Joe, or if my son would have been in the driver's seat, because my son's a big guy, right? Or if, say, Bestie would have been in the driver's seat, okay? He's a big guy. So it doesn't matter if you're fat, but if you're a big person, okay, and you take up the room that you're in, that impact would have come into me and hurt me. But what I want you to understand, because of the weight that I've lost and because of the size that I am, that impact didn't disturb me at all. It didn't hurt me. It didn't hit me at all. That door did not touch me at all. And I know because if I was Big Joe, or if I was Joe 2 years ago, if I was that Joe right there, it would have impacted me. She literally had to get off of my car for me to be able to move. So I'm here to explain to you, you're not on a weight loss journey. You're not on a journey for your own good. You are in a journey because of whatever you need to go through in life to be able to get through life. Anything you are going through, anything you are struggling with, anything you are going through, when I was told my insurance would not renew me. I went to get new insurance. I had across the board blessings because I was forced to change insurance. Catch that. I was forced to change insurance. It blessed me financially. It's blessed me to be in the place that I am right now because I had a person hit me. It really, honestly, I understood. She really could not see with the sun. If y'all know anything about Texas sun, she was going eastbound. That sun was in her eyes. And literally, what she was actually hand gesturing when she got on me and hit me, that's when she saw the red light. She didn't see it prior to that. And she was like, what am I doing? She explained that to me when she did come back. Because at the time, remember, my son thought she ran. And all of these things, I'm literally speaking with you and I didn't speak them to anyone prior to speaking them to you. I want you all to understand that everything happens for a reason. And I'm not here to tell you you got to lose weight for any reason at all, but for your health and for your well-being in your future sense, okay? Because I'm telling you, my first thought was, if I was Big Joe, I would have been hurt. If my son was in this driver's seat, he would have been hurt. His leg would have been hurt because the impact affected behind the wheel. The wheel was not hurt, not physically, not the wheel itself, but the frame behind the wheel and the beginning of my door. So that tells you where the impact was, right? It wasn't here on my side, it was at my leg. Okay? It was at my legs. Y'all know I just had surgery in my legs area. So all I'm trying to say is everything happens for a reason. They contacted me, so immediately the police officer came. He forced the door open so I could get out of the car. He said this. He says the door's already messed up. And he jammed it open, but that's the other thing. He didn't jam it open all the way. He jammed it open enough for me to get out. Big Joe wouldn't have been able to get out. Okay. And I kid you not, I don't speak about Big Joe like I'm upset about it at all. I speak about Big Joe because she's still me, right? And when I tell you everything I go through, I can still see why things have happened the way they've happened in my life, you know? And so that's why I'm sharing with you, and I'm sharing this raw with you, because these thoughts have come in my head, and I have been thanking God through the storms, because that's not all the storms, right? But through every storm, I'm thanking God, because when I tell you, I was in a rental car. This happened at 8:04 a.m. My son got to school on time, which we were so surprised about. He got to school on time. He starts at 8:45. I got to the office and I was in a rental by 1:30 p.m. that afternoon. They said, bring your car to the collision center. I got it there by 12:30, and Enterprise Rent-A-Car picked me up from there, took me back, and I was in a rental car. And today, literally today, I got back what the estimate is on the car, what everything that's going to be done on the car. I got back deemed that it's been uh it's been, when they do the adjuster does the, what do you call it, when they do the investigation. The investigation came back. I got notice it's been deemed it was not your fault. I did get her insurance, and they told me your deductible, don't worry about it. They're paying it. Um, and so I got back today. They approved what they have to pay to fix my car. The alignment was off because I got hit from the left side. So my car was kind of jerking to the right when I got my son to school. I said, something's wrong, because I couldn't, the car, I could control it, but you got to control it, right? So, but I could tell that it was veering to the right. I have a 2018 vehicle, by the way. It's not brand new. Okay. So, um, but I got notification today. Everything was approved for them to start working. They started working on it today, but they said, we estimate that you won't get your car back until October 14th. I said, oh, hold on. They said, we've already been approved by your insurance company. I said, okay, did you tell them my new date for my rent-a-car? And he said, yes, they're extending your car rental. I said, oh, okay, as long as that's taken care of, because I need vehicle. That's all I cared about. I need a vehicle to get around. And he says, yes, they're extending your rental. Okay. But that's how it went, guys. And I'm just in awe. My kids didn't know, my older kids. I have my older son and my daughter-in-law. I actually saw them today, and she's like, Mom, you got a new car? No, it's a rental. Why are you in a rental? Oh, I was in the car accident. What? They had no idea. So I say all that to say everything, I could easily just be so distraught, right? But everything happened for a reason. Everything was smooth sailing. I promise you, if I was with the old company, insurance company, it would have been a lot of hands on. I would be having to take care of things. I would be having to probably, because I had to take care of the claim for the house when they did that. You see what I mean? Like, I knew I hadn't worked with the car, right? I hadn't had any kind of accidents, anything, but I knew how it went with the house. So, and just, I just want to mention, like, not everything, not everything that happens, but I'm going to tell you, when I was notified that my home insurance was not going to be renewed, I thought my, I thought my world was crumbling around me, and I didn't know what to do. That's why I share this. That's why I'm telling you, because it's always like, I am a single mom. It's just me. I don't run to my friends every time something bad happens, right? Because it's not on them. They have their own things going on, right? When you're single, you don't have, and I've been married, that's why I'm sharing this, because whether you're financially supported or not, when you have another half, when you are married, you have someone to share even the mental burden of things, right? You have somebody to share thoughts with. You have somebody to throw back ideas with. You have, when something happens, you have somebody to share it with, and hey, what do you think I should do? You know what I'm saying? You have that when you have a partner, when you have a husband, when you have a boyfriend, or whatever it is that you have. But if it's just me, I'm not going to burden my friends with things. Not always, right? We share some things, but not always. But when my house, and that's why I'm just like, I'm literally speaking it just like I literally was working on this for myself. I didn't know I'm a new homeowner, 2 years in. This September 11th, it's only been 2 years that I have owned my own house. It's me, myself, and I. Okay. So that's why I'm sharing this. And I want, and I'm not sharing it because I want you to feel sorry for me. It's my choice to be single. Okay. Don't feel sorry for me because I'm single. Don't feel sorry for me because I have to bear the burden alone. Please don't do that. I'm just sharing it because I want you to understand my perspective. That's the only reason. I, I, I am so happy. I have a friend that shared the other day that, she's married to her best friend. She's married to a great guy. She was, talking up her husband as I see some of y'all doing, bonds. She talks about her husband sometimes, and I'm guys, I'll be here and celebrate with you. I'm so happy, thankful. I don't hate on nobody. I promise you. I love love. I love togetherness. I love partners. I'm shaking because I feel it in my soul. I love when others are happy and taken care of, or take care of together. I know, don't mention me. I got you, Vaughn, but it's still, okay? It's okay. I know not everybody's perfect, but I love love, okay? And I just share what I go through because when when you go through things and you're not going to burden someone else. See, that's me. It's not that I can't. It's not that I don't have friends that I can't, bounce thoughts off of. It's not that at all. It's that I don't want to burden nobody. I know most of the time what others are going through. I know how many hats they wear. I know how many jobs they got, and I'm not going to burden other people. That's who I am. I'm very independent. I'm very, I got to handle this. I got to take care of it. it. It's my pocketbook. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to burden other people. So don't feel sorry for me. That's why I'm saying that. But I share it because I just wanted you to understand where I was coming from. But when I tell you, I wouldn't have known back in June when I was got the notice that everything was going to work out like like a puzzle. Things were put together like a puzzle to be where I needed them to be this week. I promise. Not to mention because of the things I'm telling you. I also got a notice that I might have to go back to surgery. So, and I don't share that because I'm telling you, there is so much reasons why I could wallow and be sad, but I can't be. I can't be sad because of all those things that I share. That when I tell you, it's like a puzzle piece that's being put together. My life is like a puzzle piece that is being put together. And I don't know why, but I have to trust and know that all things happen for the good of those who love him. That's what I have to hold on to. Hey, Jimbo. I have to trust and believe that everything that I'm going through, that that you may not know what people are going through. I promise you, every one of you have something going on in your life. As much as you come in here and you try to make a joke, I will throw a joke out before I wallow in what I'm going through. I rather laugh before I talk about the things that I'm going through. So you won't know what I'm going through. I won't know what everybody's going through. But I know you may be going through something you don't understand why you're going through it. But just know that as long as you hold on and you trust, everything is working out for something that you're either going to go through, something that may come against you, and you need that at that time. Okay, so I want to go ahead and read some of these that my bestie has been highlighting for me, and I haven't read them, but I hope everyone. I wanted to go ahead and pause there because I know I've shared a lot. I've shared a lot of what I've been going through, but I promise you, I'm not in any shape or form perfect. I'm not in any shape or form in a perfect place, but I know that everything happened for a reason. Okay. Now I know Vaughn is on the floor because I don't know what happened, but let me go back. Go ahead. Come on up. Come on up, bestie. Come on up. I want to go ahead and read some of those highlights that you were highlighting for me that I didn't read. Do you have them starred? Anything that I missed, or should I just go back? Can you hear me? You're not talking.
Sorry, I was on mute. Sorry.
Oh, oh.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. You can. You want
do
me
you
to
have them
take
starred
over?
or just
I didn't star them. I was playing them. I didn't want to star them, and But we
okay?
you go back, starting. You know.
Can you tell me? Okay, so there's
Yeah. I
some
go back.
starred.
I go back. I go back.
Okay, go back because I don't know what I've missed. So I was talking so much. Jimbo, did I say Jimbo? Hello? Did I greet
Yes.
him? Hey,
Yes.
Jimbo. Okay, sorry. I'm sending this to my husband, Joe.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, Vaughn. That was Vaughn. You had it starred. Thank you, Vaughn. Beautiful testimony, Joe. Thank you, Vaughn. Joe, you're going to make me cry. Don't cry. I promise you, everything happens for a reason. Scorp said, I love you, Joe. Thank you. I love you too, Scorp. Eve said, everything happens. Eve, where's Eve? Everything happens for good of those who love the Lord. And I didn't know you wrote that, Eve. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. But I just said that one too. It just, yes, it's true. It's true. It's true. Vaughn says, I was stuck in a car before when I totaled my mother's car. I know the feeling of being trapped in a car. Yes. And you a little girl, see? And you were trapped. Man, I was like, surely. And they were like, you can't get out to the passenger side. Well, yeah, I can go over my thing and go over there, but I didn't want to. I was calling the cops. I hadn't moved. Anyway, um, okay, go. Crash is so bad, Sam. It was, y'all, man, I don't even. All praise to the Most High. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That was Scorp. Eve, what a testimony to hear in the morning. God is faithful. Yes, ma'am. It's morning time where she's at, by the way. That's Eve Akika. Um, yes, yes, yes. Okay. You don't mean no man. I don't. You don't. I'm proud of you, Jay, and congratulations on the new house. Thanks, Vaughn. Thank you. Scorp says I love single. Don't mention me, Joe. I know, Vaughn. I know. I've heard you say that before. Remember, my husband is tired of me. I didn't know that one. I hadn't heard that one. Scorp, y'all married folks is Not being yourselves. Y'all is living for a man. No, no longer. I'm not fooling with you, Vaughn, Alice. Men change you. What changes you is the experience, the lessons. Somebody said, I'm thankful for the lessons. That was Nestos. Yes, ma'am. Hey, can you, what is 8:28? Romans 8:28. I know you know it.
And we know all things work together for good to them
Oh,
that love
that's
God and to them that are called according to his purpose.
okay. I didn't know that was the verse of what I stated. I got you. I knew it. See, y'all don't know. Yeah, look, he's all okay. I'll stop. But y'all don't know. My bestie knows his Bible, y'all. So y'all don't play with my bestie. I'm here to tell y'all. I won't. I won't. I won't put up for him anymore. But I'm just letting y'all know. Hey Joe, that was Jimbo. Jimbo, he's saying evening to everyone. Miss Alex types the scripture. Yes, she typed the scripture. Thank you, Vaughn. I didn't know. I didn't know what the scripture was. I just knew the scripture. Janice
Bonds.
says,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Janice says, I'm married and I just have changed. Go ahead, tell Vaughn what you want to tell her.
Look here, Bonds. You just don't know. You really don't know. I just look like this. So I'm
Y'all, oh, go ahead.
what? Go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna share because you get mad at me every time I share something, but not mad at me, not mad. He doesn't get mad. He gets even. I'm joking. I'm joking. It just sounded good. Vaughn, I'll do it. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not to thine own understanding. Acknowledge him in all ways, and he shall direct thy paths. She said, I'll do it. Jimbo saying hi to everyone. My Alice, Miss Alice, you could have typed it better. Hi, Janice, I'm on the flow, yo. Um, everybody ain't meant to be married. That's what my bestie says. Scorp says I'm a flirt. Scorp is bad. Vaughn, I've changed in good ways, and so has he. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Alice, and we know that all things work for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. That's what Scorp was calling you out on. You could have typed it better. Thank you so much, Alice. Hey, that was you. That's not me. Bon, y'all typing Romans, I meant Proverbs. Scorp says I'm a free bird. Yes, ma'am. Oh, Bon. Good scripture, though. I like Romans too. You better like the whole Bible, Vaughn. That's all I got to say. SBK, you be reading your good book. SBK was brought up on the good book. Let's put it that way. SBK, you can speak to folks. Hmm? He be reading Bible, Joe. Y'all, he'll do a live on it one day. I'm not gonna tell us, Joe. Hey, Joe. Sweet Rita. Did I do? I didn't do justice. Go. Hey, Joe. SBK in chat. You're muted. You messed it up. You're muted.
Sweet Rita.
She said, "Oh, let me find out." He was brought up on the Bible. My daddy. What did my daddy say to you? He said, "Oh, you had Bible class?" That's what my daddy asked him. He said, "Oh, you were brought up with Bible class?" That was Bestie. Bestie had a class that was Bible. Does that tell y'all anything? I said what I said. The Scorp blockhead thinks he too good to speak. So now you're not what do they call you?
Huh?
What do they call you?
Talking about,
Now you're blockhead. You're not my peer. You're
oh,
not
me
the
here?
peer to. No, you're their peer. They call you
Oh,
their peer.
oh.
Now they're calling you blockhead. He said
Look at this.
meathead.
Look at this right here, Joe.
Let me find out. He is an undercover preacher. Actually, no, I'm not going to go there. His mama, can I share that? His mama always told him that he should be a preacher or he was going to be a preacher one day, right? Am I don't want to misspeak. His mama testified or spoke into existence and said, you're going to be a preacher one day. Now, hold on. There's all different type of preachers, and I tell him all the time, I believe his platform is his platform as a preacher. He is a form of preacher. Do y'all understand? He has a form, he has a forum, he has a panel, he has a business, he has a channel. That is his place to preach. And there's times he shares what he wants to share. Okay? Y'all just catch it when he shares it. He has a lot of wisdom to share, and he does share it whenever he feels it. But other than that, his platform, everyone belongs there. Everyone has a voice in his platform. I don't know if y'all have caught it, but that is his. He laughed. Why are you laughing? Because I'm sharing too much? Okay, sorry. Jimbo says, my bro SBK know his miss that Bible. Yes, he does. He knows. Jimbo knows. Let me find out he's an undercover preacher. Vaughn said, I said what I said. I'm finna pull up to the church of SBK. You know what you should do, SBK? You should pull out that video
Video.
when you were little.
Oh no.
Scorpio's so funny. Jimbo, I want
Say
you.
Scorp. Scorp, I'm not finna deal with you.
Jimbo, Deacon SBK. Nah, he ain't no deacon.
Scorp.
You taking classes? No, he don't need to. He don't need to take classes. Uh, oh my God, I do not want SBK no more. Heck a simp. No, there ain't no simp about SBK. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. That word does not belong next to SBK. I said it. Alice says, I call SBK my peer. He's not blockhead to me. Yes, okay. There you go. My dog wears many hats. Yes, he does. Look at this one. We always got her thinking.
What in the world? She always
We
got the
always
thinking
got,
cap on. What in the
hey,
world?
Lisa, the other day you left a thinking cap in one of his, and he sent it to me. And he goes, she don't understand. I said, you got her thinking. That is my Lisa. You got her thinking. That's a good thing. That's what I told him, Lisa. You got her thinking. When you can make somebody think, I said what I said. I said the same thing. He has a preacher vibe. I know. Girl, his mama spoke it. His mama spoke it. And I tell him all the time, your mama wasn't wrong. It's just a different type of platform. It's not the platform some misuse, right? His platform he controls. Y'all keep y'all. I don't speak because I'm crazy. Okay, y'all need to listen when I speak. That's all I gotta say. Cause I won't speak too much. He don't let me, y'all. He don't let me. He reels me in, y'all. Y'all gotta listen when I speak. Okay, shut up. Okay, I said what I said. I owe you some money. I don't know why. Y'all had a. Yeah, they had a. Did they have a bet on you? Oh wow. I don't care what Urban said. Okay, y'all. That's all I gotta say. And Urban don't call him a simp. He never said it to his face, so Urban didn't call him no simp. Bond said, now I know why someone was. I'm done with y'all. I'm done with y'all. Stirring the pot. Stirring the pot. Like y'all. Vaughn, go sit in the corner. Yes, we read it. Tell her to sit in the corner. Do your thing, SBK. Oh, Vaughn, that pot is hot. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Right, Jimbo? Nobody said nothing to my face. That means they didn't say it to me. They won't say it to my face. They didn't say it. I'm talking about me, SBK. Now he running from that pulpit. No, he never ran from no pulpit. Ah, I'm in the back so I don't get kicked out. Okay, you ain't getting kicked out, Janet. Janice, you won't get kicked out. Y'all mods don't kick her out either. Bon said, Sweet Rita, the anointing, hate, be real. Janice, okay. Alice, keep being you, my peer. All right. So now, do you want to say something? I just wanted to go through the chat. I wanted to make sure I got everything. Did you want to say something about anything that I said? I want you to speak because I hadn't said anything to you either. So you can tell them. I ain't lying.
Uh, you told you told your story, and uh, it's all about what you've been through, and this is your testimony, and nobody can tell your story better than you. So uh, you can dwell on what could have happened, but you're blessed, and you know the Creator always makes a way, and you're here. So that's what counts. So they in there tripping, man.
They are because they're trying to figure out Reverend SBK. Nah, I want to read this though because Jimbo knows. Bro, far from a simp. He ain't no simp. Like I
No,
said, you
I ain't worried.
can't put simp behind SBK or in front of SBK. It ain't there. It
I have
ain't
no
there.
I have no comment on that.
Well, we don't need to, because that's
Shout
the
out
whole
to my
point.
bro. Shout out to my bro Jimbo. Shout out. He know what time it is. Look,
Yeah,
everybody has. I'll say this here. This live is not about me. It's about you. Everybody
I
has
know.
layers. Everybody has layers. You know what I'm saying? You never know what a person is going through unless they say something about it, right?
They share.
And
Yes,
so a lot of people, like what you just told your testimony about, Joe, a lot of people don't know or didn't know what you were going through. You was on my live last night. You know what I mean? So nobody knew you were about to speak about this. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has layers. You know what I mean? So
and that's what I
go ahead.
mentioned. People don't know. You don't know. Scorp could be on here flirting. You know, laughing, and she could be going through something in the background in her own house, in her own world, and you don't know what she's going through. So let her joke, flirt, do whatever she needs to do to deal with whatever she has to deal with because you don't know what anyone is going through in the background. You don't know what anyone is going through when they got on here, before they got on this app. You don't know what people went through. And you don't know if you are going through something and it's not a good thing or it's not something that you deem is actually good right at that moment. Just hold on and just say, hey, it could be happening for a reason. Let me learn what lesson. Let me seek the lesson that is trying to be taught to me going through what I'm going through. Nestos mentioned it so well because we all heard a little bit of Nesto's story.
Mm-hmm.
So if Nestos came on here and said, I am thankful for the lessons, if any of you don't know her story, please go to Waiting to Excel and look at their live where they interviewed Nestos, Shackle Nestos. I don't know her whole word, but if you don't know her story, go to Waiting to Excel channel and look at her interview. So if you know anything about what she has gone through, and she came on here and said, I am thankful for my lessons, that tells you whatever you're going through, it is not easy. It may not be the best thing. It may not be the easiest thing. It may not look like it is nestle, shackle, shuffle, walk of shame. If you are going through something that you see, man, my world is falling apart right now. I don't know how I'm going to get through this. Please hold on and hold on to your word. If you believe in Jesus, if you believe in a higher power, if you believe in anything that gets you through spiritually, I'm not here to judge whatever you believe in, but anything you hold on to get you through, hold on to it and walk in faith and trust and believe that you are going through what you are going through because something in ahead of you needs that. Whatever, it's a puzzle piece of your journey. It's a puzzle piece of your life to get you through the next step. That's what I want you to understand. And I know I could tell you, and he knows. Sometimes I do share. Sometimes I'll share something and he's going through so much that he won't even respond, y'all. He won't even say a word about it because he knows I'm going to get through it. As soon as I go to pray, as soon as I go to reach out, because sometimes I'll share with him before I pray. And I think he knows. I think he knows when I'm going through something. He knows when I haven't prayed yet. And I believe that that's why he doesn't say a word. He won't say anything sometimes. Or I'll just reach out and say, pray for me. And he doesn't say, he says, you're covered. That's what he'll say to me because he knows I'm going to go and pray. He knows I'm going to go and do what I got to do. Okay. He knows that about me now. I know he does. So there's sometimes when you may reach out to a friend of yours and they don't respond because you don't always need a response, y'all. We know what we got to do. Bon, you know what you got to do. You got to go and pray. You got to go read your word because you've said it before in a live. You said, I know I'm crashing out right now because I didn't go pray or I didn't go read my word. You've stated that. I'm not trying to call you out either, baby. But I know the feeling. That's why I said it. That's why I use that. Okay. Because I know the feeling. All you got to do is go hold on to what you are able to hold on to and trust and believe you're going to get through it one way or another.
Yeah,
Big God be showing out. Yes, sir. Yes, Jimbo. Okay. What else did I miss?
you didn't miss anything.
God has kept me and I still smile big. Yes, yes, yes. Janice says, testimonies after testimonies, Lord, I call out to my God because things will get better. Doctors make so much money. Pay the yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Jimbo, if it wasn't for God teaching me how to walk away instead of crashing out on folks, I'll be in prison or dead. Yes. And sometimes you have friends that'll help you not crash out. Sometimes, sometimes. Vaughn says, you're good, Joe. Thank you.
Amen, Jimbo. Amen. Amen.
And
Jimbo.
we all need it. We all need it. Sometimes, we all need it. Sometimes, hey, we just gotta when you've got that friend that you can that you can go to and you're safe and you can like, but hey, they reel you in and let you know, baby, they don't know nothing. So that's what I wanted to share, guys. I did have I wanted to share three things, three ways to focus on gratitude and being thankful. And I'll just reframe, recenter, and renew. Those are the three words that I wanted to share. If you want to focus on being thankful, reframe, change the lens. Instead of what can I learn? That's what I just shared, right? Recenter, focus on the present, being thankful of the little things. Hey, I made it out of that car. Refocus on the little things, you know, just refocus and don't think about the big picture. Think about what are you thankful for right now and renew. Fuel, fuel the consistency, fuel yourself with that word, fuel yourself with prayer, fuel yourself with what gets you connected back. I've been, and I just thought about this, and I've been in prayer and fasting that I started how long ago? 2 weeks ago. I started prayer and fasting every morning, 5 a.m., getting up for prayer. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 5 a.m. prayer. I started that and I started fasting. I told sis, fasting 16 hours, 8 hours, right? So I've been doing that, y'all. That's not, I mean, and I just thought about that. That's not something I'm doing for any reason that I'm dealing with. I just thought about that. You know, I do that to connect, to get my flesh back connected to my prayer and doing what I needed to do with God. But I didn't know that all of these things, it's a puzzle piece. Our journey, our life is a puzzle piece, and God is working all those pieces out for your good. God, I can't even explain how much. I could just go on and on. And those, I'm telling you, I just thought about that. I didn't even realize I'm in that prayer and fasting phase for myself, not for anything that I've been going through or anything, but it's getting me through. Wow. So, anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions for me? Junior, thank you for being here, sir.
Salute, salute, bro. Salute to you.
Salute. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know if you were listening, but I hope you did. If you didn't, catch my replay. Vaughn says, do you really feel closer to God and stronger in spirit? I really do. And I think, Vaughn, I'm telling you, I've been going through prayer and fasting, not for any reason having to do with what I've been going through or anything. But I will tell you, when I went through that wreck, when I was hit, it was easier for me to see the good than the bad. You know, I didn't know. It was, and SBK knows. I told my son, because we usually talk, so there was going to be a reason why I didn't contact him, you know. So I said to my son, "Hey, let Bestie know we were in an accident, but we're doing fine." And did he contact you? He contacted him and told him, I don't know what he told him, but he's like, "We're fine," you know. But because I usually contact him, right? So I just wanted him to know why I wasn't going to contact him. So I don't know what happened there, but I was not in a state of panic. I don't know, Vaughn. I don't know how to explain, but I believe right now that because I've been going through my prayer, I get up at 5 a.m., y'all. What's today? Thursday. I got up at 4:45. I don't get up at 5. I get up at 4:45 a.m. so I can be ready in 15 minutes to get on a Zoom call and do a prayer call. Okay? So I get on this Zoom call with some ladies, and we have a 1 hour prayer call from 5 to 6. That's what I've been doing. Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning. Monday is at night, 7 to 8. Okay. So it's Monday though, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks. Yeah. And I know, hey, 2 Cent Gorilla, thank you for being here. If you didn't catch it, please catch my replay. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Thank you for being here. But honestly, I believe on that when the lady hit me, I think I would have been in a different state of mind if I wasn't going through my prayer and fasting. Honestly, it happened Tuesday morning. I had been up since 4:45. I had had prayer that morning. Honestly, I do believe that. Any other questions? I'm an open book, y'all. Tell me, tell me.
You asked me, I was being trying to be an attentive executive producer, but the beginning of the show, you asked me what I was thankful for, and I was trying to concentrate in the chat. But I am thankful, to be honest with you. I'm very thankful that I am not, as Jimbo was stated, the old SBK was a very different SBK than you guys see right now. You know, the old SBK was
Short fuse.
to say the least. Um, the old SBK was not a very nice person. So I'm just going to leave it like that. So I was not, but I'm not that person anymore. You know what I mean? Um, I'm one of those guys. I have self. I'm thankful that I have self restraint. I'm thankful that I have temperance, slow to wrath, slow to anger, um, yeah, very mellowed out. Um, love life, love those around me, and I'm grateful for those who are around me, and those circle of friends that really do care about my well being. You know what I mean? And some of a good portion of you guys are in the chat right now. You know who you are. You know what I mean? So that check on me on a daily basis and have me in their best interest. You know what I'm saying? So I really didn't have that. You know. So with this live, what you're talking about, you know, Joe, you had a situation that could have led to something worse. You know, me, I've had several situations throughout the years or whatever that could have been very much worse myself. So I've learned from those situations, and I've, you know, in retrospect, I'm very thankful that I'm not the old me. You know what I mean? So I think it was I said what I said was saying just a few minutes ago about people not letting, not that one right there, but she was saying right here. Let me find it. You said something very very wise. I said what I said. Here it is right here. She said, I always say, don't let a few negative people ruin your day. They're non factors. And I had to learn that the hard way, Queen. I had to learn that the hard way. Um, you know, there's only a few people that know my story. I ain't going to ever tell that story on here. But I've had to learn that the hard way, and I'm thankful that you put that up there because you know, you and Jimbo, y'all put some statements up there that really, you know, that's me. You know what I mean? So negativity and dwelling on negativity, that's just not something that I want to do. And so, like I said, there's layers to people. You know what I mean? There's a reason why you people are layered, right? You can't put somebody in a box and think that they're a certain way. You know what I mean? Um, People have different different personalities for different reasons. People have gone through things and they have learned what not to do, what to do, how to treat people, how to react, and so there's a reason why things happen. So I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for that, and I'm very grateful for the people that are around me to help hold me accountable and help hold me to a higher standard whenever I do um, drift off to a certain place that I don't need to be, right? So I'm grateful for that. You know what I mean? So this is a great live about being thankful. Any time that I'm down or anytime I'm going through a certain day that's not going my way, I think about what I've gone through, and you know, I would rather go through a bad day dealing with negativity and then going through it and handling it and living another day than to go back years ago and be that old SBK that was angry and you know wanting to lay people down. You know what I mean? So there you have it.
He is actually also very different person than when I've said it before. He's come a long way from when I first met him too. Um, he's talking about maybe 20 years ago, what from when he was like really out of control, right? It was just things that he went through in his life. But even as far as 10 years ago, when we met, he's grown, you know, and I mention it all the time, like you see the growth in people, and if you're not growing, then what are you doing? You know? So that's why, yes, there's layers to people. There is growth, change is good. Everything you go through, everything is happening for a reason. And when I tell you, I sit here just thinking about the things that I've gone through, me personally, the growth I've gone through. I told y'all it's been 11 years that I've been single. And the growth I've gone through in those 11 years, but when I tell you, I am so much better. And I am so blessed tenfold. I don't regret. I don't, I know everything in every aspect of my life, y'all. I am so much better. And here's the kicker, I'm like a virgin again. I'm not going to say anymore, but I'm just saying. um, and I say that for a reason because y'all know I'm celibate. I am abstinent. And it's been, when y'all had this live that you've had it before on y'all's channel, I didn't speak about mine, but I've been abstinent in my life for 8 years. So, and I talk about that. I am a completely different person than I was 11 years ago when I started my single journey. And I'm telling you about every aspect of my life, financially, everything. I am tenfold blessed beyond belief. So I'm here to tell you, not everything you go through is is a bad thing. Keep holding on. Keep your big girl panties on or big boy panties on and just get through the next the next thing. That's all I want to say. Yes, 8 years, 8 years. And I'm proud. I'm abstinent, not celibate. There is a difference. If you don't know the difference, go find out. Junior says, "Yes, sir. Take the time to focus on the progress." Yes. Y'all, and if y'all, what is it called, Junior? Can you drop it? Your mastermind, your live in the mornings. You have a mastermind something. He has a podcast that he does every morning, most mornings, and it's about mastering your mind. So you guys drop his link in the chat. It's something that I catch in the mornings because it gives me some gems, right? It gives me some gems to hone in on and just, I don't agree with everything everybody says. I don't disagree either. But I'm just saying, we all can learn from different things. And I like listening to his podcast. He gives me some gems to think about. Wow, you have made 360-degree turn around based on how you act now, if that's the case. Oh, baby. All
That's
I got to
true.
say. Baby.
Yes, ma'am. That's true.
No, not ma'am. She's your peer. Not everyone is meant to be
Sorry.
Not everyone is meant to be in your life. Stop trying to keep folks who don't belong. Baby, say that again. Say it again, Janae, for the people in the back. Von Avergi. I could tell you some story. I'll tell you one day, Vaughn, just between you and I. I'll tell you why I said that. Explain, Joe. No, I'll explain it to you. I'll explain it to you. SBK dropped the camera. I don't care. Janice loving from a distance is a blessing. Bonds 8 years. 8 years, ma'am. And I'm proud. 8 years. Junior, don't be looking at me. Bonds, Lord have mercy. Joe, salute. Y'all make me feel like a nympho. No, I once was. Sorry. Sorry. I'm going to do the church. I'm going to do the church. The church. Sorry. I got to go get my life together. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Ay, Dios. I'm not going to talk about nothing. I couldn't go 1 year, let alone a whole 8 years. Girl, you couldn't go for one day probably. Okay? I think I would celebrate, don't get no points. If you had to, you could, Vaughn. I don't have to, though. I just got to say that. I don't have to. That has to be a spiritual glow, honey, because look at us, BK. I don't have to. Y'all think I couldn't pull? Man, Big Joe pulled more than I've ever pulled as myself now. That's all I gotta say. Y'all ever seen Big Joe? Y'all see some pictures of Big Joe? Baby, she pulled. Miss Alice, y'all never believe me when I confess. Y'all, I need to hush because I don't know why I'm talking. I'm talking too much. Reverend so you cannot win tonight, sir. I got our cord. This conversation is giving me anxiety. Y'all pray for me. Lot. I know I'm talking too much. Bon, 8 months every year for 10 years go without. Wow, military life would be tough. Joe, shaking my head. Why are you shaking your head, Junior? I don't know what part shook your head. I bet Big Joe had the works. My God, baby. You haven't seen Big Joe? Let's pull up some pictures. I get Big Joe had the works. Baby, she did. Big Joe, y'all, let me tell y'all. Big Joe called herself very, very confident. You know, very, very confident. I was just saying if Vaughn had to, she could, Joe. Not that you have to. I know, babe. I'm just saying. Let the church say amen. Yeah! Say it again. Amen. I'm stupid, y'all. Yeah. Y'all don't want to get me. Jimbo one time said, I love Joe, but I love drunk Joe. Y'all don't get me drinking. Okay? Don't. I don't need to be, and I don't, you know, because I'm an open book, y'all. I'm an open book. SBK looks like he's tired. Oh, no, he ain't tired. He's tired of me talking. Alex, Alice, I got an ex that is fine, boo. Not drunk. I'm not perfect, y'all. Jimbo said that one time. I was like, I can't believe Jimbo said that. Joe, you cool as heck. No, look at Bestie, y'all. He says I talk too much. I'm stating up because I always miss lives after 9 p.m. Thank God for naps. I'm staying up. Okay. I'll stop talking. I'm just reading the chat, SBK. Okay. But anyway, so I wanted to just give a challenge for all of y'all this week. Okay? Can I share a challenge? Here's our challenge for the week. It's our challenge. Okay? I want to share this. Okay? Here's our challenge for the week. Every day, write down 3 things you're thankful for. Just try it. Every day. Okay? Every day, try writing down. It doesn't, and it could be, hey, I'm glad I opened up my eyes. I'm glad I have breath. I'm glad I got a roof over my head. Anything, little things. Just try writing down 3 things that you're thankful for this week, for me. Okay? Through the end of the week, it's fine. We're going to see each other later on in the week and just, but I will be back next Thursday for another Transparent Talks. And I want you guys to do me a favor. They don't have to be big. Even the small things matter. But just write down 3 things you're thankful for every day. See if it helps you. See if it helps you get through that day. Okay? And get you through the next day, to the next day. Just the little things. They really, really matter. If you want, you can share it. You can comment it, on my live comment. You can post it. Thankful on purpose. Hashtag thankful on purpose. Okay? Post it and hashtag thankful on purpose. Just try it. Now let's say it together. Today I choose gratitude. I see progress and I honor my journey. Because your journey is a puzzle piece and it's still being put together. Trust and believe. Okay? All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here tonight. Did you have something you want to say, Dusty?
No,
I heard you come back on.
I have nothing to say. Thank you for having me up. Thank you for allowing me to DJ for you, executive produce, aka have your back. I want to say shout out to the chat. Love all of y'all. Even though Scorpio Mama, you have left me, but it's all good.
Wait, well, look at what she said. Get you a glass of wine so we can really talk to her.
No. I said what I said.
Not on Transparent Talks, because I'm very transparent. I mean, y'all, I come on here and I really do shed my heart. I really do. This is really what happened this week to me. And I literally shared with you guys how I can see every step of the way from me not being Big Joe anymore. How every step, everything works together for the good of those who love God. Ah, y'all have no idea. I can see it. I can see it. And I saw it. The more I shared with y'all, I saw it more. Literally. But Vaughn, my mom, 40 years without, imagine that. I know what she's talking about. Wow. Um, I shared it on FB daily. Oh, okay, good. Thank you. That's good. I'm glad because you are Miss Alice. Thank you. Thank you for being you on your lives. You always are thought provoking. When people talk about thought provoking, you really make us think. You really you truly are the essence of thought provoking. You truly are. And I'm saying that. I truly believe that. You make us think in your lives. Bond says, what is happening in the world? I have no idea, but we have to see what we can see that is good. Okay. My mom never married after my dad died. My mom either. SBK is the man of the house, of his own house. I'm keeping my goodies to myself too, Joe.
So so I said what
Salute.
I said. Your milkshake don't bring all the boys to me.
You horrible. It was fun and encouraging tonight, everyone. Was sweet. Good night. Good night, Janice. I don't like you no more, SBK. It's okay. You still live him. It's all right. Great life. Thank you so much, Miss Alice. I'm sorry. SBK, y'all are killing me. You cheated on Scorp. Oh, you cheated on Scorp, SBK. It's your fault. God bless you, Joe. Thank you so much. Wait a minute. Who else keeping their goodies to themselves? I said what I said. Oh, yeah. SBK is abstinent. Has been. I don't know how long though. How you been? How long has it been? How long has it been? Because I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know, y'all. He don't share with me. He don't tell
Years,
me about. He
years.
don't tell me about his. I don't know about all that. Hunchy, hunchy. Y'all see, y'all can't ask me questions, but I'll tell it. What you talking about, SBK? I'm a drama queen. I'll tell it. See, look at him.
I'm just saying
That's
you're
why he don't tell me. That's why he don't tell me, because I'll tell it. It ain't been that long, SBK. For
there you
whom? If it was since Fugly, oh, if it was since, the last one, I don't know. I enjoyed the live this evening. Thank you, Nesto, honestly. If it has been, I'm gone, just send you a. I promise you it's by choice, Bond. He don't need no chicken, no mail. Y'all, he told y'all he gets it thrown at him every day. Remember? He told y'all. Oh, this is a different live though, y'all. Okay, not everybody here knows, right? Because it was a different live. Y'all make me feel like a low life. I need delivery. Shut up, Junior. Aren't you married?
I
You
was
you don't need to be delivered.
I was saying I said what I said that your milkshake you keeping your milkshake to yourself. It doesn't bring the boys to the yard. So
That's
you're
what he
not
said.
sharing your milkshake with anybody else. That's what that means.
Every we exercise. Weren't you at the gym? That's stupid. Everyone deserves to exercise, girl. We exercise. We exercise. Isn't that what did I say? That's like my best, cheapest therapy, being at the gym. That's therapy. That's the cheapest therapy I've ever had in my life. For real, y'all. For real. Okay, I got you, SBK. She
There you go.
understands. She understands.
Keep that milkshake in the freezer.
No, Joe. Private exercise. We got private exercise too, girl. Y'all already know SBK. Never mind. Okay, mira. We're just going to go ahead and end it there, y'all. Thank you so much for showing up tonight because I need to keep choosing thankfulness on purpose. And as always, keep pushing through with me. We are stronger together. Trust and believe.